You can also create segments, and if you want to create segments inside of ConvertKit, you click on the add segment, and when you click on add segment, you can be able to add the segment name, and we can say that we want to check in for social media leads. So let's say we want to name this segment social media leads, and we can say that this should be matching all of the conditions we are about to put in, or it should be matching any of them, or it should match none. So what this means is that if we set different filter group or filters, we want to make sure that if we're using any, we are saying that any of this condition can be fulfilled before anybody enters into the segment. And if we're saying all, we are saying that all of these conditions must be fulfilled before they can enter into the segment. So that means if only one is fulfilled out of 3 conditions, they are not going to be coming inside of the segment until the 3 of the condition set has been fulfilled. So the last one is the none, where we are saying that none of this condition, if none of this condition is fulfilled, then they can be able to enter into the segment. So let's see how we can be able to use each of them. When we click on add filter, we can decide I want to check in for all of these things. We can check in for custom fields, we can check in for email address, we can check in for subscription dates, we can check in for distance from a city or distance from a postal code, we can check within a segment or if they are subscribed to. We can say that if they're subscribed to a form or they're subscribed to a product or a tag, we can also add in that filter. If we're going to be using custom field where we're able to like check in for the different fields that we just imported in, we can say if the custom field, if the lead status is maybe open, or the life cycle stage is lead, or if the service interest is email marketing or CRM, you can set this filter however you want. But one thing you need to make sure to do is that you know the particular thing you are working towards to, because you have to make sure that you are not making mistakes with this segment. Also, you have to make sure that you determine first what exactly you are creating this filter for, or who exactly is fitting this criteria. Then you can be able to set up this particular segment. So we can say that if the life cycle stage is lead, we want them to be able to come inside of this segment. So we can say if it is exactly lead, or if it contains lead, or if it is greater than, if you are using a number field, or you can use if it is less than, whichever one you want. So we can say if it is exactly, if our lead cycle stage is exactly lead, we can also add this. We just need to click on add filter, and that is going to add a particular filter for us. We can also decide to add in a filter group, and as you can see here, we have the hand, and that means both of these must be fulfilled first. We're adding another filter group, and both of this must be fulfilled. That is the meaning of the hand. If you only want to use all, you have to make sure to just stay with one of these and just use this. So we are saying that if the life cycle stage is lead, and if they are coming from a particular lead source, maybe they are coming from Instagram or they are coming from YouTube, you can also add that filter in here. You can just pick in the custom field. You can say the custom field you want to use is lead source detail, and we are saying that if the lead source is exactly YouTube, or if it contains YouTube, just put in, you can say if it is YouTube or if it is Google, just put in whatever it is you want, and you can add that filter in here. So when you add in that filter here, you can also see that we can add in another filter group if you want. So we can even say that we want to, instead of adding another filter group, we want to use the first condition we just did here, and we want to add in another filter for this particular group. We can say if the life cycle stage is lead, and if the if the email address is maybe contains Gmail or contains .com, whatever it is you want to use, you can also use that, and you can click on add filter, and that is also going to add that particular thing. As you can see, it is using the whole. So if you add in another filter, it will also be whole. And you can say that if they are subscribed to maybe a form, or you can also check in for let's say if they are within a city or a country, or let's say want to select all. Okay, we only have European Union. So let's say the subscription date, if they subscribed to any of our lists maybe before today, which is April 22nd, we can also do that. So we can just click on add filter, and that is also going to add this filter. We can also come back to the second group that we created, and we can also add in filters for this second group. We can also say something like if the first name is containing something, or if the last name is containing something, or if the custom field, we can say if the custom field, maybe let's say that the webinar attended. Let's say the webinar attended is exactly yes, or you can say if the lead source is this, or if the particular estimated due amount is greater than $1,000. Just do this however you feel is best for you. And when you click on add filter here, as you can see, it has added the filter for this group. So now let me explain this hand and haul so you can be able to understand, because I see that a lot of people make mistakes when it comes to creating segments. When it comes to the hand and haul, it is very confusing, but I will try my best to explain how you can be able to use it. So in this stage now, we have these three filters here, and for this three filter, as you can see, it is showing all here, and this all means that this or this or this can be fulfilled for this first stage, and when any of this is fulfilled, they can come in into the segment. And the and here means that when any of this is fulfilled and any of this is fulfilled, they are going to be coming into the segment. Okay. Let's pause for a minute. The first filter group, which is three of this, one of this must be fulfilled, and one of this must also be fulfilled before they can enter into the segment. So that means if any of this is not fulfilled, but one of this is fulfilled, they are not going to be entering into the segments because of this hand. This hand is a condition that is binding both of this and this. It is binding them in such a way that one of these has to come in, or one of these filters has to be done, and this one of these has to be done also before they can enter into this segment. And the or also means that you do not need to fulfill all of those conditions here before you can be able to enter. You just need one of this. That is the meaning of the or. So when you are done with all of this, you can also click on save, and when you click on save, that is going to filter your it's going to create your it's going to create your um segments. And as you can see, we have social media leads here, and it is only one person that is fulfilling this because of all of the various criteria we've set for this particular contact. So you can create different segments and just pick in whatever you want. So you can even say that you want to check in for cold leads, or you want to check in for leads that have not been engaging with your contacts for the last maybe 6 months. Let's say cold leads. So you can say if it is matching all, or if it is matching any of these, you can just add a filter here. And also they have the filter for the code subscribers already. You can add a filter if you want, or you can create another filter group where you can say or you can even say if they are within a particular segment, or you can even say that if they are code subscribers and they are from a particular region, or maybe they are code subscribers and they are from maybe a particular social media platform. You can do this however you want, and when you are done, you just click on save, and you are going to be able to see all of the contacts that are in there. We currently do not have any code leads, so we are just going to leave it at that. So if you're already using ConvertKit but things are not working the way you expected it to work, maybe your automations are confusing, or your tags are very messy, or your sequences are very disconnected right now, or you're not just sure whether your current setup is structured properly for your business process, it is time to get extra support. At CRM Instructors, we help businesses with ConvertKit implementation, optimization, and even email marketing audit. So whether you need help setting up your ConvertKit account from scratch, fixing, or you need help with fixing an existing setup, or you want to improve your automations, or you want to review the current email marketing system, or you want to review your current email marketing systems for gaps and missed opportunities, we can help with this. Our audit process helps identify what is working, what needs improvement, and what changes can actually make your email marketing system more effective and more organized. So if you need hands-on implementation, we support with that too. If this sounds like something you need, you can find the links in the description below. And if this video has helped you, make sure you subscribe, because we have amazing tutorials like this and we do not want you to miss out. So subscribe to this channel, and also like this video, and also share with everyone who you think is going to need this video. And also we have a target of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the middle of this year, and you can actually make that happen for us. So subscribe to this channel, and also do not forget to turn on that notification bell. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.